We'd be happy to fill you in on what's been going on in here. Dr. Jones, this is Miss Smith, our student Jimmy's mom.
Mother of the Year.
She came to us in April and told us that she would be taking her son out of school for a month and a half for a hockey tournament. And she wanted us to gather his work for the time that he would be gone.
The day before they left.
So let me get this straight. Miss Smith, is it? Requested to pull her child out of class for the entire last quarter?
That is correct, but
I'm assuming you denied that request? Well, Dr. Jones, you're using the word request when I think the word demand is more fitting. Not one request was made. No questions were asked, no paperwork was filled out. We were demanded to gather 6 weeks of work the day before they left. And you okayed this? Well,
The best part is, when they came back, not even half of the work was completed.
So the day before grades are due, we have nothing but zeros to put in the grade book for Jimmy. Makes sense. However, we were told to leave those spots blank and not put zeros in the grade book so that Jimmy's grade wasn't affected. Who told you to do that?
All right, where is she? Oh, don't you even dare. What? You should have left your attitude in the car, because you have absolutely no right. What are you talking about? Oh, you know damn well what I'm talking about. No, I don't! So why don't you enliven me? Why are you here right now? Because the nurse found lice in my daughter's hair. Probably something she picked up from one of these dirty ankle biters in here that has no idea what a bath is. How dare you? Susie filled me in today. What do you mean? About what? About her lice infestation that she's had for months. She said you coach her through what to say if someone finds it on her. You've taught her to lie. I don't know what you're talking about. Susie has successfully transferred lice to 7 other students in here, and now their parents are panicked and scrambling because you did nothing to treat her. It's so impossible to get rid of. I tried, and I don't know, it came back, I guess. You guess? I've got so much going on. You have no idea what it's like. It's called being overwhelmed. It's called neglect, Miss Smith. We have resources to help. Why didn't you just ask? Here, thank you. And if you ever knowingly send your daughter into my classroom with lice again, I'll be making a CPS call so fast that little louse's head will spin. What? What louse? Where? On your forehead. It crawled back into your hairline, though. What's your freaking problem, lady? Miss Smith, I'm in the middle of 5th period right now. Good. Let them watch their teacher get verbally annihilated. We'll see. So first, you mark Susie tardy every day after coming back from her off-campus lunch that she's allowed to have because she's a senior. Because she's tardy every day. Go on. And then you have the nerve to fail her? So it's got nothing to do with my nerve. It really just comes down to the fact that she's not here to learn what it is that I'm teaching. Well, if you're going to continue to punish my daughter for taking a lunch every day, then I guess the solution is she just doesn't get lunch anymore. You hear that, kids? Your teacher won't pass you if you take a lunch. Okay. Please don't address my students, you absolute lunatic. Susie is failing because she arrives tardy after lunch. There are many days she just doesn't even show up at all. And she can't pass if she isn't here to listen to my instruction. She's more than welcome to just get lunch in the cafeteria. There are so many students that decide to do that because they don't think they'll be able to make it back in time. Well, speaking of her being absent, I have another bone to pick with you. Make it quick. Susie says you mark her absent even on days that she's here, just to spite her. What's that all about? I mark her tardy and absent on the days that she is tardy and absent. Nothing more, nothing less. Let me guess, you probably marked her absent today, even though she's right. Where is she? Your guess is as good as mine. Just for spite, though, right? Where are you? No, you're not. I'm in your class. Get your butt here now. So what exactly brings us all in today? Well, yesterday, this teacher slapped my son across the face. Oh my. Really? And she covered his mouth with her hand and shoved all the girls in the class. Oh dear. I walked around shoving just the girls. Just skipped every other kid. Miss Lauder. Miss Smith, and when did this all happen? At lunch. She pushes girls every day. Why girls? Why aren't we talking about your child anymore? Miss Lauder, please. The world may never know. See, she doesn't even care. Miss Lauder, can you explain yourself, please? These are some very serious accusations. Oh, I'd love to. I actually never have lunch supervision, a detail you should know since you made the duty schedule. I eat lunch in my classroom alone every day. So how exactly would that happen? Well, then, it's out at recess. I supervise recess for upper elementary, never lower elementary, so... Well, I've seen it every day at school. We actually haven't seen you in about 6 months. You haven't responded to any of my messages or requests for meetings. Well, you never sent home his report card or pictures. Thankfully, I brought my computer, and right here are the emails and confirmations that the previously mentioned documents went home. Well, we have a lot to work on here. Thank you. Sounds like Miss Lauder needs more communication. Miss Smith, would you like to come in and observe some classes? Well, my schedule can get a little hairy during the week. And on that note, I quit. Excuse me. Miss Smith, it's the middle of our school day. Is this something that can wait until dismissal? It sure isn't. Find me a place to sit so I can watch you teach. Miss Lauder will be right back. So I might be going out on a limb here by saying this, but you seem upset. You're darn right I'm upset. My child came home yesterday saying the whole class met a murderer. Oh, yesterday we went on an age-appropriate field trip to the museum where we learned about the history of our state. There were a lot of live actors walking around playing the parts of large historical figures. And the kids had free reign to go around and ask all of the actors different questions. So these children were allowed to mingle with criminals unattended? Oh, no, there were adults with them, Miss Smith. No one mingled with criminals unattended. And again, they were actors. An actor is someone who pretends... I know what an actor is. Okay, well, your child was probably referencing the mayor. His character, he got away with some really serious crimes, and a lot of the kids were really intrigued by his story. Now, if you don't mind, I gotta get back to my job. Oh, what? Corrupting a classroom full of children? I will be sitting in on your teaching the rest of the day. I refuse to leave. Miss Smith, no parent or guardian can just roll up here, sneak past the office, and barrel into their child's classroom. Okay, that's unhinged behavior. Oh, I'll show you unhinged. Okay. Miss Smith, my next move is to call our school resource officer and have you escorted out. Oh yeah? We'll tell him to bring his cuffs. You got it. Why isn't Susie using the toilet seat covers I've sent in for her? What? I put toilet seat covers in her book bag so that she can use them every time she uses the bathroom so that she doesn't get germs, and they come home every day unused. Well, I had no idea you were doing that, so we've just been sending her to the bathroom. I did want to talk to you about her bathroom habits, though. One time we went to check on her because she was taking a while, and we saw that she was standing up on the toilet seat to pee. Good girl. Yes, that's because I told her never to sit on a toilet seat outside of our house. Okay, but that's not very safe. So why don't we just have her lay down some toilet paper instead of having to go grab a toilet seat cover every time she has to go to the bathroom? Absolutely not acceptable. She could still get germs that way. She will use the toilet seat covers, and that's final. Susie will be using bathrooms all over the school, in the library, at art, in the PE hallway. She can't just carry around toilet seat covers all over the school. Well, if it were up to me, I'd carry them around with me for her. So, can I? My oldest son used to carry around a portable toilet until first grade, until he got embarrassed. Miss Smith, you are creating a horrible germ and toilet phobia for your children. Why don't you just continue to teach them how to use the bathroom properly, and we will continue to teach them how to wash their hands properly. There's no need to create any type of lasting fear or phobia around all this. Fine. Okay. See how peaceful it can be when we work together?
See how peaceful it can be when we work together?